Thursday and Saturday, and did like 20 minutes on Thursday because my voice was so weird. Wasn't sick though, it was just overuse of VoiceBox. But I sound better now. So, we're gonna continue. I don't remember a single thing we were doing. T-posing for dominance down there? Alright. Icy said he's gonna be a bit late today, that's okay. I am, however, going to check on Twitch to make sure we're not losing frames and to make sure everything's properly set up because I have no way of knowing because it's on performance mode, which means I see nothing. Let's see. Yep, we're good. Cool. There you are.
I recognize this valley. This path leads to the city gates.
How many more can there be?
You were saying?
Harpy tracks everywhere.
And harpies.
When were you here last?
Ah! I don't know if it's loud in-game. I have to wait for someone to tell me. Now I'll try to stick to
A long
talking
time
words.
ago, by your measure. King, we're wasting time.
What did you call me?
These mountains have witnessed the fall of two civilizations. The first out of the ground.
Perhaps we should have a conversation when things aren't happening. I help. Shut up. Die quietly.
They may be about to witness the fall of a third. Did the elves
When I
conquer
start
the
talking, I'm
Vrans?
just gonna pause.
No, disease did, and the climate. Long ago, the sources of the Pontar did not freeze over and flowed all year. Flowers still bloomed on these slopes in Velen.
Alright. Hey, I got achievement. The Butcher of Love the something. I couldn't remember to say. But I got an achievement. Behind us. On you. Carry on. Who are you?
Knights of the Flaming Rose at a peace summit.
I wonder whose side they're
What's
on.
the name of the guy that we
On
liked
that
from the
of
last
whoever
game?
paid them.
Siegfried? You should avoid being spotted.
You shouldn't let them see you.
I know. To them, a good elf is a dead elf.
It's not because you're an elf. It's because you're Yorvith.
I'll try to enter the city
Being
through
an
the
elf
caves.
doesn't help, but you know.
I'd advise you to do the same.
I know the Order's Grand Master. We once fought on the same side. I'll talk to him.
Count me out.
What you're
I'll
saying?
try
Yes,
to find the
is
caves
Siegfried
that
there?
connect to the city sewers. We'll meet
What?
inside Loch Muim. Catch up to me if you change your mind. Vafael.
Whatever you say. Hi, friend. I'll miss you. Hey, I'm a neutral party. Well, I'm gonna take a look inside the camp. Why wouldn't I?
Halt!
Hi.
Drop your sword.
No, it's on my back.
I know
I'm
you.
not even holding it.
You're the Witcher of Rivia. You murdered
No one.
Leave him.
the Grandmaster.
Enough. Leave us alone.
Yay!
Welcome, Witcher.
Hi. Glad to see you, friend.
Siegfried of Denel. Glad to see you, Grandmaster.
As am I to see you.
Yay, friendship.
So tell me, What are your knights doing at a peace summit?
I owe you much, Geralt, and by the gods I'm on your side. But there are things of which I simply cannot speak. I heard you're in trouble.
And I've come to Loch Muin to get out of it.
There's quite a price on your head. Letters and orders have been issued, bounties offered.
Do you believe I've been killing kings?
You never do anything without good reason. And I fail to see how you would profit from plunging the North into chaos.
You're right on those counts. You've probably been camped here for a while, so you must know if Philippa Eilhart is in Loch Muin.
She was just arrested and charged with high treason.
By whom?
Oh shit.
Radovid signed the order. My men, along with some Redanian guards, captured her.
This one's yellow. Like, oh, just because it was the. Okay.
I'm glad the Order of the Flaming Rose survived.
In no small part thanks to you, Witcher. We've only just planted roots in Redania, thanks largely to Radovid's grace. He promised us land near Roggeveen, and I aim to erect a fortified castle there. The largest fortress in the north. Barionmerg, we shall call it. You'll hear of it soon.
Have the talks begun?
They started this morning. Yesterday, all the delegations were busy
Careful
situating
here. What do you
themselves,
mean
their
careful?
armies, courts, and servants. They're all defensive, wary of threats, and there's protocol to
ask
keep in
questions.
mind. As a result, heavily armed units patrol most streets while the rulers sit enclosed in their quarters until it's time to deliberate, when they venture out at the head of small armies.
Are you brushing
The
dust
air
off
is
your
thick,
armor in the back
Witcher,
there?
and my men wager 2-to-1 that we shall see action by sundown at the latest.
The main talks. When will they begin?
The next meeting will decide the fate of the Pontar Valley and whether the Council and Conclave will be
My
re-established,
sword's sharp enough.
if that's what you ask about.
That's precisely what I wanted to know. You look worried.
A Grand Master bears great responsibility.
Look cool though.
What's your responsibility at a peace summit?
Nobody believes in a peaceful resolution to these talks.
Even Radovid?
Radovid has great plans, and few or no scruples.
A true monarch.
Other kings are priestesses of Melitele compared to him.
When did the Order of the Flaming Rose jump in bed with the Redanians?
When Radovid granted us land, the Order's
Just
Supreme
answer
Council
some
has
different
sworn
questions.
allegiance to him. Now we're his personal guard.
Interesting move for such a young king.
Good for both sides, really. The Order needed a place to call its own, and Radovid had droves of opponents, most of whom we've already rendered harmless.
After Vizimir's death, practically everyone tried to tear off a piece of the realm for themselves.
Precisely. The young king now strives to consolidate his power. He's a capable and very ambitious man.
I have to talk to Philippa.
She's in a dungeon in the Redanian camp. No one's allowed inside.
Just let me in through the gate. I'll take care of the rest.
Come on, friend. For
All
old
right,
time's sake.
but be careful. The city's like a witch's bomb. One spark and...
Don't worry about me. Where's the Redanian camp?
You must find the central square. I'd advise you to stay clear of the other camps, especially the Temerian one. They still believe you slew their king.
Right.
Like the other delegations, they've barricaded themselves in one of the city quarters.
So just
Radovid
barricade.
occupies several buildings on the eastern wall of the square. Quite easy to defend, I might add. Good luck, Witcher. I vouch for this man.
Ah, hi.
Treat him as the Order's guest. I'm giving him my ring.
Yes, Grandmaster.
Again with the
We'll
ring
alert
thing.
all patrols.
The city's crawling with armed men.
It's been divided into several sectors to avoid conflict. Each has its own guards who keep the peace. Don't start any fights or use magic,
I'm
and
not
all
gonna
should
touch
be
my
well.
sword.
You just called my very existence into question.
I'm merely warning you. May the eternal fire guide you, Witcher.
I used to have one of those rings. Okay. Can I look at the map first? That's not helping at all. Okay, well there she is, I guess. That's an inn. Craftsman. That's a shop. Okay. Just gotta... There we go. In I go. How did you get in? How? How did you... How? want to talk to my friend, so we're not gonna talk and discuss how you got in here. Ooh. Maybe we don't want to go in there. Okay. I'm gonna follow you. Music, calm down. Okay, yeah, we don't want to go that way.
They gagged Philippa in the nick of time. She almost cast a spell. Rotting in the Redanian dungeon now in special shackles.
Radovid's
I
right to
guess
show
this
the
is-
witches their place.
This is
I wonder what they'll do to her.
saying where she is
Either
in
the
case I
executioner
hadn't.
or the monsters will have their fun. They say Logmuin's dungeons are full of scum of all kinds.
No idea what they locked her up for, but every sorceress is guilty
That's
of
Temerian.
something.
Okay,
True
avoid the red
enough.
feathers.
Not likely to
Got
see
it.
anyone weeping for her.
A dungeon befits Philippa Eilhart very well, though gallows would be even better.
If they killed her, you can forget about healing Saskia.
They must guard her as heavily as the Emperor's bedchamber. We'll not get in there.
I'm in no hurry to visit the Emperor's bedchamber, but we've got to get into the dungeon.
Look for a passage through the sewers.
Oh, of course.
I'll locate Eilhart's quarters.
Always
If she
sewers.
didn't expect to be arrested, I may find something interesting there.
Draw. No.
The tunnels beneath the city sound
We're
reasonable.
not doing the arresting
They
thing. They
used
want
to
to
lead
kill me.
almost everywhere, though some passages may have collapsed during the fires.
It's still worth a shot.
Let's go then.
I'll find Philippa. You search her quarters.
He said, let's
Right.
go, isn't
We
it?
learned a lot the last time we browsed through her things. Vafail, Gwynblade.
Kill. Does that mean goodbye? Or good luck? Okay. Oh, they're not there anymore. Well, no, they kind of are. Who are you? Jesus fucking Christ. Why? Why, gargoyle? Why? Loudness! And no one's hearing this and coming to be like, hey, what's fighting those gargoyles up there? Stop, I don't want to be fighting you. Or get the guard's attention. What would you do? What did you do? What's the easier route? They drop anything? Oh. Some dust. I can see it right there. Are they all like, are they littered around here and I just didn't see them and that's why they moved? I don't like it. Come on with this one. Sorry, man, but you don't need the. Well, howdy. Hi. Well, they're just gonna attack me. I can't even like get arrested. All right. Excuse me. Hi.
I don't believe you killed Foltest.
You're on my side.
I didn't.
But a bounty is a bounty.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you understand. As a professional. It's nothing personal.
One more windbag.
Oh, I'm meant to be fighting. Okay. Hey, can we remember where the gargoyles are? Hey guys, come this way. I know I can't get past them. I have corners. Roll, damn it! Hey guys, follow me. This isn't where I. Hello. I moved, apparently. Hey, come fight. Is this the gargoyle? Hello? Who are you? What are you?
Medallion's telling me something.
Maybe about the thing standing right there. I meant to talk to you or what? Excuse me. Are you glitched? Hello? You look like you have a face. But... Hello? Hello? Alright, bye. The door doesn't work. You could have warned me. Oh my god. I wasn't prepared for that. Okay, well that's the sewers, right? So, alright. Where'd you guys go? Hey. I'm back here now. I'm gonna go first. Proof of what? That I was here? Crap, right! Always a thing.
He's but a man, damn it!
No, I'm better than that. Ow! Haha!
Not his head! I must have proof!
Oh, not his head. I think you said my head. Ow! How? Thank you. Now what do you have on you? Oh, there's the back. Pick up, back. The rest were. I just took it all. Okay, cool. Stop. Timber. I don't need any of that. Oops. You enjoying your game of dice there? Can I join?
How can I help?
I was kidding.
I want to play dice.
You must first prove you're good enough by defeating the elves who play here.
I'm not getting into that again. Dog! Dog! Hello! I forgot I can't pet dogs in this game. Bye, dog. Don't know where I'm going. It's the opposite of the sewers. Whoa! Hey! We saved and then we loaded.
Guess they'll never learn.
That would have a name. Hello. Do you happen to be on you? Yeah. Hit the X! Damn it. Wait, no. Hole in wall? No. Not real hole in wall. Who are you?
Oh, be damned.
What's up?
Welcome. Oh, it's a lovely day today.
Cool. Hmm? Wait. It's this picture of a sun. I don't know what they are. But they're red, so nobody. Duck! Second dog. Oh, you look like you're selling food. Potatoes?
Nothing special.
Red. Can I have some potatoes?
At your service.
Apparently not, because I can't buy from you. No, no.
Ah.
Now you tell me. I don't work with sorceresses. This is no job for me.
What's going on? Are you about to fight?
The Conclave has forbidden dueling.
You can't just back out. We agreed. We have commitments to fulfill.
You did take an advance on your fee.
And I'm keeping it. Don't you follow me.
I can help with whatever you're doing. I don't know what you're doing.
Witcher Geralt, a sight for sore eyes you are.
Do I know you?
May we speak?
Didn't expect to see you again. Certainly not here.
Loch Muin is an intriguing place.
For scientists especially.
We've mounted a small expedition and require protection.
Oh, you two! Wait, what did you ask me to do again?
I don't have much time. Let me hear some details.
The sorceress will reveal everything. We're on our way to meet her. I can only say it concerns Ebdir Henna.
His laboratory, to be precise. Der Henna is dead.
I know a thing or two about monsters, and about sorceresses. What's this one's name?
I'm sorry, but we cannot disclose her name until you agree to join us.
Nice talking to you then.
Was that what I did? Oh, right, I was told to use
Cynthia! Her name is Cynthia!
We know that name, right? Holy shit, we know that name. Into my eyeball. Oh, that's her. We can't go one episode, one stream without boobs. I'm only slightly complaining. I know who you're talking about.
Remember that potion you gave me back in Flotsam?
Of course. How's the experiment going? Noticed any side effects?
Or peculiar interactions with other potions?
Yeah, every time I mix it with vodka, my tongue gets hairy.
Did I ever mix it with vodka?
What was Der Henna doing in this city?
Everyone's heard of his 1,000 genie curse, but few know that he also had a penchant for the history of Loch Muin. He was particularly interested in the Vrans and their ultimate decline as a civilization. In his memoirs, he mentions that he left his archive here. That's how we pinpointed the location of his laboratory.
You did?
The sorceress did, in point of fact.
But we're the ones who know everything about Ebdir Henna.
I wrote my dissertation about the man. To arrive at the laboratory, we must pass through the sewers.
Sure. I need to go to the sewers anyways. The dog in the background, rolling around.
All right, I'm willing to help.
You won't regret it.
Where do we start?
We've gained access to an ancient crypt where mages were laid to rest. It's beneath that tower. Our companions await us there.
Dog. Okay. This tower? No.
So, are you a sorceress now?
It's not that simple. A pass is simply not enough.
Oh,
but Philippa Eilhart summoned me here for an important exam, so I hope to be one soon.
An exam?
A secret one. I'm not even sure how to prepare. I'm cramming intensely, everything bit by bit, just to be sure.
Good luck. Still willing to sell me potions and herbs?
I'm a student, aren't I? Every little copper counts.
Alright. Look and see what I have on me. Okay, what is my silver sword? Just silver sword. Hey. Okay. Definitely better. That's a steel sword, though. Am I allowed to use that sword? Oh, I put 3 things on it. Do I have anything? Nope, armor's full. Oh wait, no. have 6 actually. I have 3 and 3. I'm gonna go bleeding on the silver sword. Is she still in enhancements? Because that'd be great. Come back here. Should I mount the moon one too? I do have 2 of them. Yeah. I want to keep the one just in case. In case of what, I don't know. Okay.
Yes?
What do you sell? Set tree. What? Never mind.
Renounced magic, I tell you! Shatter your towers and crystal balls! Break your wands and burn your hats!
Have you ever to see a sorceress use a wand, ever. Where am I going, by the way? Where? Okay, I'm here. I need to go up here, right? That's a lot of shops. Wait. Hi. I don't. Yeah, I know a tower, but it wasn't popped up on the thing. Hang on. Wait. Where? Oh. Pfft, Jesus. So there was the I didn't see the people there, so I didn't go to the. I didn't. Alright, here's the tower first. This tower's gonna.
Interex John Matardis. He is.
TARDIS? What?
Hard to believe. He's
Witcher.
a general, not a politician.
Hi.
I don't find it at all surprising. The factions were at each other's throats, so an outside man was needed. This kind of.
Don't care. Okay. Here, stop slapping at my dog. Here. So many doggies.
Good day.
You too, ma'am. Eyeball. Maybe.
Ah.
Hello. Okay. The sewers, I assume. How far down does this go? Which door was I supposed to take? This one? I do what I want.
We've broken through in the right spot.
Quiet.
Oh, Cynthia.
We've recruited someone well suited to the task.
One of the Knights of the Order. Did the pious bastard sweat as he succumbed to the temptation of gold?
Knights of the Flaming Rose are useful on the battlefield, not in sewers.
Oh, that's the other guy.
I think you'll be pleased, my lord.
Will they now? Hi! 'Tis me.
Stand ready. He killed Vanamar.
And many other mages. I know who he is, Cynthia.
Hi.
In the same city as Philippa, and you didn't even bother to change your name. That takes balls.
Philippa's out of the picture. She's been arrested.
And I was supposed to die, but I didn't. Grave error.
I'll make you a deal.
You don't get it. You turned Triss into a cold stone. I'm having a hard time trying to figure out why I shouldn't turn you into a cold corpse.
She is alive and well. We decompressed her successfully. There were no complications.
And the interrogation after she was decompressed? Because you did interrogate her.
I personally supervised it. We presented the tools, gave her a few bruises, and that sufficed to get her to talk.
Yeah. You don't hit my wife.
Cynthia, tell him to shut up or I'll kill him.
Silence, Adelbear. That's an order. Witcher, help me complete my mission. Help me open Der Henner's laboratory.
What'll you give me?
I've read the intelligence reports. I know your past. There are things in there, important things you don't remember.
I could force you to tell me.
I don't think so. Will you torture me? We both know you couldn't.
Fine. I'll help you open the laboratory.
In exchange, I'll tell you all I can. Do we have a deal?
See.
Yeah.
Are we likely to encounter drowners? Or a related species? Perhaps other monsters?
That is how this world's built. Sewers are infested with monsters.
Always. There's always one in video games. I'm being behind all of you. I have to open the door, don't I? Damn it. Everyone in. What, am I clearing it for you?
Ghouls! No.
Great.
Watch yourself.
I am so dead already. Get out! Explode. Give me a minute, I need my health to regenerate. I'll take that, thank you. Didn't mean to take all of it, but I did. There it is. Excuse me a moment, please. Thank you. I have 5 talents. Wait, go back. Go back. Nope. 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 There we go. Any of those have an extra dot on them? No. Chance. This. What do you do? I don't even be able to see, do I? They have light. Harvest Moon. Okay. And I'm good. Carry out, people. Excuse me. Why is there a red dot back there? Carry on. In you go. Come on, you two.
I haven't fought in a while. I find it a nice break from all that intelligence work.
Is that what you call it? Why? Why are they these little giant spiders? Why? Why? Do not like at all. I went too far. Yeah.
Come on!
You're right, they do look more like that, but again, this is a better
kept
thing.
my end of the bargain. I hope you'll keep yours.
Be sure of it.
Nope. Hey, you guys want to fight something else? Where was she? it! What are you doing just standing there? I know I'm meant to go that way, but I want to know what's over here. Never mind. Never mind. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back. You're not fighting me. What? Fighting each other? What is happening? You weren't fighting me a second ago! Where did everyone go? Yeah? Maybe they just don't like me in here. What are you? Out of my way! I stab and run. Where did they go? Excuse me. What are you guys doing over here? I thought we were going that way. No? Alright. What's that?
I'm no rat to run around sewers. What we're looking for, anyway? Some graves, I heard.
Graves? So maybe there is something in this for us.
Shut your traps. Want the sergeant to hear? We've been deep shite.
Echoes, buddy. Echoes.
We've got company.
Redanian bastards.
What?
The entrance must be somewhere here.
If our experts are to be trusted. Dehanna dabbled in illusions, among other things.
He also experimented heavily with golems.
Golems with
What
the power
is
of
making
speech,
that noise?
supposedly. They knew nothing of poetry, but...
Will you two shut up?
Yes, it's an illusion. I found a weak spot. Stand back.
I'm not doing this.
Later, Elorn. Lisa Elorn. Later, dear.
I didn't make myself run this far.
It's reacting to my spell.
At times I'm caught. You can get my kind of feat. Though I have no needles, they say I am piercing. What am I?
A cold.
Careful with the answer. It could be a trap.
Typical of Dehanna. He was a genius with a penchant for mischievous jokes. Like a child.
So, a couple of adults,
Let me
purported
answer.
experts, should have no problem solving this.
Indeed, it's trivial. The answer is pain.
Pain feet, buddy. Oh, yay. I knew it was gonna kill the guy who got it wrong.
No! Impossible!
Okay, I would like to answer now.
Pleasant or
A
terrible?
different one? Come on.
I come at night or in daytime, short or long, but yours alone, essential. I am.
Holy fuck. Can you say it again? I think it's... Repeat the riddle, please.
Can you please repeat the riddle?
Pleasant or terrible. I come
Oh,
at
yeah.
night
Okay.
or in daytime.
I got it. I had it. First time.
A dream.
Correct.
Everyone moves aside.
It's going rather well so far.
Not for everybody.
Ooh, buddy. Are there more riddles? I like riddles. Okay. Bitch, what is happening to me? I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Help! If you would take your turn, this wouldn't have happened. I'm actually stuck. I can't. Lady! Is there anything I can do? No, he's stuck in the animation for walking. Okay. Crap. Yeah, there we go. Oh, good.
It's going rather well so far.
Everyone go.
Everybody.
Take your turns, people. Now you. Now me. More riddles.
Someone's been here recently.
How do you know? Because I'm wrong. I'm having Pop-Tart.
The competition's here. Kill them!
Please don't. We all have magic in a way. You guys suck. X. Woohoo! Ow!
Dickens!
They must have descended straight from their quarter.
Let a Nordling.
Another Guardian.
Oh. I want to ask a question.
Later and Lorne. Lisa and Lorne. Later,
Is
dear!
the other researcher gonna answer the question and die?
It's reacting to my spell.
I'm sorry, I read the who hides their lie behind one riddle. But true. Hello.
I wager we have a few more of death.
A group of travelers wandering through the dark. 3 guides above them, so 3 were marked. At night they trailed a drake serpentine and a silver lady shining and fine. If only her visage she would deign to unfold. By day they followed a mountain vault, its riches untold.
Did I hear someone complain about the riddles being too easy?
I'm gonna slap that
Let's
person.
think this through. There are 9 alcoves, a fresco in each. That's 3 groups of 3 frescoes.
The riddle mentions 3 guides above the travelers. We must examine the frescoes, seek answers there.
I'll advise you about the riddle, but I will not take part in disarming the device. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Considering the last guy, yeah. I should look at the frescoes. What the hell are frescoes? Oh, pressure blades. Got it. Okay, someone said... Oh, that's why they're so shiny things. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, there was something about... I need you to repeat what you said, sir.
A group of travelers wandering through the dark. 3 guides above them, so 3 were marked. At night they trailed a drake serpentine and a silver lady shining and fine. If only her visage she would deign to unfold. By day they followed a mountain vault, its riches untold.
Okay, so a vault is the last one? Okay. That's a time thing. I would say this would be a serpent. Drake, possibly. That could also be it. I don't know. You were probably Silver Lady. Don't know what the hell you are. That's a skull. I don't know what that is. Okay, let me just read what these things say, I guess. No, that's just a thing about charts. Cool. More books. More things. I guess I should read these, shouldn't I? Okay, where's books? Okay, Silver Lady does not show her face. Hang on. Oh, shit, there's more. I would say that's the vault. Or that could be it. Okay. Your face is weird, but it's there. Your face is there. Your face is 2 different ways. Huh. Okay. Let me read the other book. It's gnomes and things. Give me this one. That doesn't help me at all. Okay, does this mention the other things too? It's sea dragon. I didn't read that part. face. There's the field glass looking west towards the dragon. And beyond this is the Witcher sneaking the beast from behind. Okay, hang on, wait. No, that person's part of that thing. She's not chained up. Neither is she. She is looking to the left, though. That's kind of a move. I don't know! So, I'm assuming it's one of these three, one of those three, one of these three? But there's 4 of these, never mind. Maybe you don't count. Oh! No, no, no! No, no, no! Haha! Sorry, didn't mean to step on you. Okay. Another book here. Oops, wrong button. It's about treasures. Okay. Second treasure. Well, I mean, I haven't done anything wrong yet. Anything else to pick up? Okay, if I had, well, wait a minute. Sounds weird, by the way. Don't need that.
One buffoon less.
I wager we have a few more of Der Henne's surprises for
persuaded
unwanted
Gaspar
visitors
to pursue
ahead.
all this.
I gotta hear one more time.
A group of travelers wandering through the dark. 3 guides above them, so 3 were marked. At night they trailed a drake serpentine and a silver lady shining and fine. If only her visage she would deign to unfold. By day they followed a mountain vault, its riches untold.
Okay, mountain vault. Let me go look at the other thing. One looks like it's on a mountain. That one does. But, so does that one. And that one. They're all mountains. Actually, that's more like a cliff. That one looks like a vault, that looks like a tower. So I would say this one for the third thing. First one, I'd say this. And the silver thing makes me think of the moon, which is what this one looks like. So. By daylight, so which is the brightest? Did it say daylight?
A group of travelers wandering through the dark. 3 guides above them, so 3 were marked. At night they trailed a drake serpentine and a silver lady shining and fine. If only her visage she would deign to unfold. By day they followed a mountain vault, its riches untold.
Okay, what happens when I say the first one?
What do you think of the first verse?
I would say it describes a serpentine dragon swallowing its own tail, which represents infinity and thus time. The hourglass likewise symbolizes time. In this case, the time of the traveler's journey.
I believe it's the dragon constellation. It would be visible at night. What's more, sources on alchemy invariably portray dragons as winged, and as an accomplished alchemist, Der Henne would also be a competent astrologer. The verse must refer to the constellation.
In alchemy, the winged serpentine dragon represents prime matter, an essential component in the process of alchemical transformation. The verse seems to indicate the allegory illustrating that transformation.
How did that line go again?
Can someone remind me how the line was worded?
The first verse was, "At night they trailed a drake serpentine."
It should be the dragon constellation.
I shall take that one.
What do you think of the second verse?
To my mind, it speaks of the white rose, symbol of the Order of the Flaming Rose. You see, the fresco itself resembles a coat of arms, and in heraldry, silver is rendered as white. So the Silver Lady and White Rose are one and the same.
I think it describes the full moon.
I do too.
In alchemy, the moon represents both silver as a metal and the feminine element.
The order remains largely unknown in the south, so the White Rose seems unlikely.
Didn't even see the woman
Every
in this picture.
Nilfgaardian, on the other hand, has heard of the Imperial Nausicaa Brigade, which has the Death's Head as its symbol. The brigade's name is female, and they say death follows a unit.
She's not looking well.
So the Silver Lady could very well be Nausicaa or the Death's Head.
I think it's the full moon.
Allow me.
Alright, now where am I going to stand to get spited?
What do you say to the third verse?
It describes the precipice, the ravine amidst mountains.
When did they say precipice?
An ancient rule in alchemy states, as above, so below. The vault is the ravine into which the riches of the mountain flow.
We must read the third line literally. To me, it suggests the Mahakam Mountains and its mines, from which dwarves and gnomes extract many ores that are invaluable to alchemists. Those mountains are a vault in and of themselves.
The verse is not literal. In many legends, towers are in fact vaults, which the hero must penetrate in order to rescue an imprisoned princess or find a long-concealed magic item. The mountain vault is the tower.
Could I possibly go look at the thing, or are they just all gonna repeat themselves?
What do you say to the...
It's
the...
Could I... No? Okay. There's no... Okay, wait, no. Okay, I was gonna say that they're all ended up being the second answer, but the tower isn't the answer I wanted. The mine entrance was the one I wanted. Fuck.
The mine entrance in the mountainside. That seems logical.
Gonna die.
I'll stand next to that fresco.
I should look at it one more time. Don't go start walking at him. Okay. Sir. Both are nighttime. That one I don't really count. Neither of them are actually, like, you could see their faces, but both of them are looking that way. She's looking more west than the other one is, so I could be wrong on that one. And then with this, I think they're actually all daytime. That looks like nighttime, but I think that's supposed to be the sun. Possibly, maybe not. This is the brightest one. Let me read that book I have. Because I did get a book that said something about gnomes and such. So hang on. Hey! The whole book says that, so hopefully that's the thing we're talking about. That seems to be the thing, so we're just gonna go with what we said.
A group of...
Shut up! Shut up! Oh fuck, I gotta do it again?
Allow...
Reverse.
I'll stay.
Go.
Let's see if we can solve this. Take your places.
Count me out. I want to live.
We know this.
As you will.
Am I going in? Alright. I'm here. Time to be smited.
Intruder detected.
Fuck, he's gonna die. No! Sorry. Unless it then opens the door because there was a... Yep. Because there was a fourth person, not supposed to be a fourth person. Now we gotta fight the golem. So I did that correctly, right?
Our expedition has grown thin. Such a shame. I actually found those two amusing.
Shut up.
Did I actually do
Of
it
course,
correctly?
my lady.
Because it makes sense that it would be like, hey, there's a fourth person here, there shouldn't be. Now, you talk, right? Hello. So.
A golem? So Darehenna's legend is true?
It is no more than an obedient machine created to follow orders and kill. Not unlike our Witcher.
Okay, you don't want to insult
So I
both
guess
of
we
us.
should get along famously.
Hugh, what do you know about golems?
I don't run into them in every forest, but any good bestiary describes golems at length, and I've read more than my share of those.
Geralt, I'm not questioning your knowledge, but I should be the one to...
I'ma talk to the guy, I'ma make the new friend.
My
Thank you very much.
Listen, I know what I'm doing. I'll try to get it to reveal the word that'll deactivate it, or I'll just mess with its head. Break the code.
So now we've got a burglar in our midst. Be my guest. Try.
My intentions are good.
As are mine. Know, however, that this may change.
Derhana must have been pretty lonely if he gave you eloquence.
The Master made me a guardian. Nothing less, nothing more.
You have a tongue in there.
Provided you stand there, are a guest.
Do you have a name?
Did your creator give you a name?
I'm called obedience and unyielding persistence. I am a guardian and the humblest of servants.
A golem's name is the word that gave it life, and that can take it away. You must have a name.
I own nothing. Everything belongs to my master. How could I divulge the name if I exist solely to protect my creator's property?
So that I can be friends with you.
Do you remember your creator?
Of course. I was summoned into being by Master Gehenna. I abide by his will.
It does.
By his power.
That's weird.
By the necessity encased in my stone bowels.
Derhana is dead.
His word, which animates me, lives on, as does his legacy, which I protect. Empires will rise and fall. Rivers will shift their courses. But I will remain obedient to one master on my eternal watch.
Do you just stand there all the time? This might not work.
You're not an automaton. You're self-aware, and you think. You can make decisions.
Oh, fuck. Ninja powers didn't work.
You're wrong. I am eloquent and can discern between guests and intruders. I can also deal with the latter.
What's up?
But everything I say and do is limited by my restrictive program. By the way, as an automaton, I am immune to all charms. Stop the intruders.
Alright. Time to die.
Wonder how many more.
Alright, we could have been friends.
Laboratory.
Let's have a look.
Sorry. I feel so bad.
This is better than I'd hoped.
A great success for Nilfgaard, this mission.
Maybe you'll get that promotion.
There are these notes about the city's history.
When did my last autosave do? Game. No. I want rock buddies! Creates a paradox. Oh.
A golem.
It is.
Do you remember your creator? Derhana must have been an exceptional man. Can you tell me about him?
I guard everything that belonged to the Master, including his privacy, which he valued highly. I can tell you
like it looks like he has hair.
Can I ask you for the name word which brought you to life and which can deactivate you?
Do that, and I shall consider you an intruder.
Then I won't ask.
I have other questions. So you're aware you're an automaton?
Do we really know who we are, where we came from, and where we are headed? Is human life predictable in that the cycle of birth and death ensnares it? Better than mine. When a human is born, he is obedient to his parents. Later, he listens to tutors, masters, corporals. Finally, he succumbs to the will of death.
And to think that Adalbert questioned Derhenna's mastery. You're far more self-aware than a typical golem. Can you make sovereign decisions?
The Master made me the way I am, because long discussions were to his liking. I can make decisions, within my program, of course.
So you decide who's a guest and who's an intruder?
Who else would? Guests chat innocuously, exerting no pressure. All others are intruders.
Has anyone tried to enter before?
I recall no intruders. I do, however, remember guests who left after being warned.
When was that? What did you discuss?
I am a machine. My memory is limited.
But you are a rock, but okay.
Who, if anyone, is allowed to pass?
Derhenna, but he is dead. Also guests may pass. But I stop
we keep talking and I just walk past you?
Tell me more. Who's a guest and who's an intruder?
Is it not obvious? A guest keeps his distance, or knows the name word. An intruder is anyone who enters too far, attacks me, or otherwise interferes with my being.
Right.
I have other questions.
Do I ask him, or tell him this thing?
Powerful magic created you. Derhenna was a true master.
He is still, since his mastery survives.
You lonely?
As a conscious being, you must be lonely here.
You are wrong. The pain of the world, melancholy, lies within the domain of emotions and feelings. My thoughts are governed by pure logic, restricted by my program.
But you can learn. They say that a penchant for philosophy can only come from curiosity.
In my case, it comes from the will of the Master, who liked to speak with me.
And do you feel a need to discuss?
I feel nothing. I just have that need.
Damn it!
Can we discuss the program that controls your behavior?
Of course not.
I have other questions.
How do Paradox? How do this? I know enough.
All right. I think I know how to get past this thing without a fight.
Right.
Burglar witchers, philosopher golems,
You hush
an
your
expedition replete with fascinating discoveries.
And terrible disappointments. Shut up, Adalbert. And you, Witcher, deal with that golem.
Do not boss me around. He doesn't want to be freed.
We know you exist by the will of your master, thanks to the name word he gave you.
That is true.
I'm a guest here and I wish to talk.
You were created to discern intruders from guests. You are to stop the former and greet the latter.
Intruders must be stopped.
I invoke the sacred law of hospitality. Fuck, I don't know. Did I mess up already? Did I already mess up? Crap, can I come back from this? I don't know what to talk to this know evoking hospitality means attack. Okay, I was about to hit enter. Jesus. Well, I'll hit the other one then.
Are you aware that intruders may seek to deceive
Why
you?
would I say
I
this?
have stone fists to defend myself against those armed with swords.
Yes, but in another
I
language
have
from
my
Germany.
iron logic to defend against those armed with words.
But intruders could include sorcerers who alter reality. They could be illusionists or mere liars. What then is certain?
My existence
Oh, I found it.
is certain,
I did it.
as is my master's will.
Because you said the thing that, yeah. Crap. I don't think the first one will work. Only you and the masters will exist. Everything else is doubtful. Well, I know not to do the triangle thing.
Since only you and the Master's legacy exist for certain, everything else is doubtful. A malicious intruder could cloud your senses.
I am the Guardian. The Master prepared me for that.
He couldn't foresee everything, so he gave you a mind to compensate. You're much more conscious and intelligent than a Guardian needs to be. Your Master says, greet guests and stop intruders. That is certain, but everything else can be a lie. And you cannot allow yourself to attack guests. That would be against your Master's will.
Guests must be greeted, and intruders must be stopped. This is Tehenna's will. Are you a guest or an intruder?
Doesn't matter what I answer. Your senses deceive you. You can trust only your mind. You can't assume I'm a guest, because I may be an intruder. You can't assume I'm an intruder, because I may be a guest.
This is a contradiction, a paradox. The law of excluded middle.
We've done it. We've penetrated Tehenna's laboratory.
Let's have a look. This is better than I'd hoped.
Oh, God,
A great success for Nilfgaard, this mission.
Maybe you'll get
Excuse
that
me.
promotion.
Success for me, thank you.
There mentions some bacteria strains.
Mine.
Tehenna's notes about the city's history.
Mine.
Tehenna describes finding an important document about the Vrans.
I think I found them all. Move.
One buffoon less.
Mine. Just pushes him around.
Can you feel that?
My medallion's vibrating.
Another masking illusion. I'll try to disperse it.
Wait, notes. Mine.
Later Elorn. Lisa Elorn. Later, dear.
Ooh, what the hell is that? Music box?
The device. What is it?
You've done your job. You'll be paid and...
Paid like the scholars were? They died once they were no longer useful.
They were never useful, but Cynthia insisted. Fortunately, they were so kind as to remove themselves without my help.
I'm not about to be that kind.
Adelbert, you know what you're to look for.
Yes, Mom.
It's a prototype megascope. I didn't know it had survived.
Got that from looking
What's
at
it do?
The artifact detects an emotional bond with a person. Its user need only focus on that person and the device will establish a connection.
Great tool for a spy.
Triss!
Yes.
Time you fulfilled your end of the bargain. What do you know about my past?
If you say nothing, I swear to God.
You were a rider of the Wild Hunt. I read the reports.
Don't the Nilfgaardians have anything better to do than write reports about witchers?
Not about witches. About you. You are the sole person to have been a member of the host. And survived.
I'd like to try it, please. But first, anything else?
Anything else? Any detail you can give me would be useful.
Don't trust Letho.
I wasn't gonna.
You think I trust
wasn't
the people
planning
I
on
hunt?
it.
He's your foe today. But he wasn't always.
But he's my foe today.
How do you know I knew Letho?
I've read...
The reports, I know. Why are you warning me about him?
Because I like you.
I have a Triss, thank you.
Is there anything to prove I was part of the Wild Hunt?
Nothing. Apart from the fact that Nilfgaardian intelligence agents are drawn and quartered for lying in their reports.
An enlightened nation indeed.
You haven't the faintest notion how many
reminds me of
people are
Liliana when
interested
she's
in
dressed
you.
like this.
Very important people.
Just because I survived.
You're a former rider of the hunt, and you live. You may be the key to solving the mystery of the retinue, and they all know that. You must watch out for yourself.
Let's say you've satisfied my
I
curiosity.
want to use the machine.
Well then, consider me
I want
glad
to
to have
use the
satisfied a
machine.
witcher, whatever the way.
I want to use the machine.
I'd like to try out the device.
You realize that can only end badly.
Cut in again and I'll put you in my report. You may use it, but just once.
Okay.
Giving state secrets away to a Nordling. Will you mention that in your report?
You're sure to be named a commander one day, Adalbert. But until that happens, be a good boy and do your job.
Article 22 of the Code is clear. Suspicion of treason is sufficient grounds to strip a commander of power. Article 1 of my personal code is equally clear. Traitors must be subjected to the most painful death possible.
Am I fighting you now? You're kidding me. There's 2 of you. What? Well, you have a taste of me. Thank you. Another one that just shouts when she fights. Are you system related? Or it is your weak. Nope, that's clone yourself? What the hell? That's what I mean. Sorry, you're the fake too. You're the real one then. We win. Now let me use the thing.
I didn't expect that.
Multiplication. Second year at the academy, all mages learn it.
I didn't expect you to take my side.
Well, now choose one person you wish to contact.
Triss!
After that, the artifact's mine.
Triss.
Nilfgaardian agents get quartered for lying in reports. What does the Empire do to agents who kill their colleagues?
I killed him.
Nothing. As long as no
you're
one
fine.
finds out.
Will we meet again?
I wouldn't mind at all. Look for me at the inn.
I have a truce. No, I'm fine.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't eavesdrop while I eavesdropped.
I shan't trouble you. I've a lot of work to do here.
I can go to Dandelion. I want to do Triss, but who's important? Crap. Triss is at the top. But like, I totally could have not done this too. So, Triss, please. Should I do Triss? I want to do Triss. Triss.
Your fate is in your hands, sorceress.
Triss.
My fate? You haven't asked a single question about me.
Yet it is all up to you. Your situation is a comfortable one. Do not squander your chance. So, wish to tell me anything?
I'm a sorceress, an advisor to the King of Temeria. Ah!
I believe we agreed you would speak only of things I do not know about.
I was about to
I
ask
hope
how
you
would
learned
how
something
would she know
useful.
that I'd finished, and I could have just.
I'm just sorry I can't use the artifact a few more times.
Its power has been depleted.
Oh
I
shit.
understand. Thanks anyway.
Triss, I'm coming to save ya. Sure, just leave me here. That's fine. Ah, more
Those
notes.
notes from a mutation procedure manual.
Anything else in here? Anything else shiny? Oh, I forgot about the columns. Door! Okay, I'm getting a lot of quests here. Hey, buddy. the service. Thank you. I don't have to go do that myself. Okay. Where is the inn? It's daytime. Wake up. Okay, down and somehow that way.
Ah.
I know, there was only 2. Technically 3, because I answered the first one, but the guy got shot. How could he think it was pain? Silly.
Renounce magic, I tell you!
It's a brazen attack. King Radovid will learn of this.
Radovid said them,
and
idiot!
burn your hats!
The audacity!
Turn away the...
Stop shouting. Ah.
Pull yourself
Now I
together.
have
And the
somehow-
bat!
What do I have?
The owl! And the rat!
It's just in a bag. Do I just have a bag of rocks? That could be anything. Okay, can I somehow... No. How do I get to the inn from here? Running along, trying to find my way in the ruins of a place. The inn is
Constable
behind
John
me,
Natalis.
but I can't get
Interex
there.
John Natalis. He is regent.
Again, thought you said TARDIS.
Prepare for your final lesson.
Final?
But I'll have no discussion.
Who are you?
This will be a practical...
Excuse me.
Greetings.
Okay. Doug. Multiple dogs! Hi, Bobby. Hi, dog. Where you going? Okay, bye. I don't know where to go instead. Jesus! Nope! 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 No one go that way.
Prepare for your final lesson.
Scared me.
Final?
Dog! It's rocks. Don't put your head under there. Yeah, Bobby.
The absence of certain people is telling. The absence of others.
Okay. How the frick do I get over here? I think I'll run the other way.
Oh, I'm so annoyed. Barbarian.
Crystal ball!
Witcher.
What?
Greetings.
What's up? Hey, what's wrong with Black Cat?
And the bat! The owl!
Bats are adorable. Owls are pretty. And adorable. Bobby! Maybe if I go this way. Hello, strong man. Yeah, I don't think I can go that way. Never mind. Oh, this is. Oh crap! What are you guys doing down here? Besides death. Man! You see the ghost? It's a picture of a dog, a seal, a bat, something like that. It's like sea puppy, land puppy, air puppy, fire puppy, but I can't go that way. Fire puppy be. Baby dragon. Baby. Baby. My brain didn't comprehend I had my sword out till I saw the thing on the puppy. There you go, fire puppy Krillin. I know, but I'm trying to. I don't.
Leave the royal courts!
Okay, oh shit, I'm scrolling where I shouldn't be scrolling. Weird, okay. The chat was scrolling on me. How do I get to you?
Pour venom into rulers' ears no more. It's not too late.
It's a brazen attack.
Greetings. Nice place.
Many thanks for the compliment. Welcome to the Eternal Fire.
Kitchen open day and night?
It's not that kind of fire. The Eternal Fire is the light of truth. The heart only in the Eternal Fire.
I don't care. I don't care.
Agent, my golly.
Radovid sent them, you idiot!
The audacity!
Pull yourself together! Ah!
Okay. I was saying, is this technically the inn? But no. Maybe it is. No, yeah, I think it is, because the inns have the...
Greetings.
This would never happen if the Conclave still
Hey!
existed.
And if Grandma had a moustache, she'd be catfish.
We must protest with all our power.
I'm gonna go find Philippa. Which one takes me to Fortress? Okay. Pretty sure I meant to hit M, not J. Pretty sure I need to... Actually, maybe, or that way. Can I get through that? That seems like a wall. Because it is a wall.
Renounce magic, I tell you! Shatter your towers and crystal balls! Break your wands and burn your hats!
No. I refuse to do that. You can't tell me what to do. I gotta go fight that fire thing.
Constable John Natalis.
Witcher! John
Prepare for your final lesson.
Final?
Oh wait, I gotta go through the sewers,
I'll
right? Is there a way to get to the sewers through here? Or just... Are you still in there? Hello? See, are you guys gonna come alive? Well, you
Take
three
that.
didn't. Oh, sewers! Possibly. I can't open... Oh, this is the same place. It's just daytime. Is it? No. Ow, ow, ow. Stop it. You three stay up there. You don't want to be part of this. On fire. Alright. Let's see what they do.
Medallion's telling me something.
Telling me I want to open this box. But I cannot. What is this? 5th encrypted rune combination. Clouds are like bees when dull. What? Bees. Oh, wait, shit. Maybe I don't want to do this. Is it good? Can I open this box now? Ow! Mean. Rude. Scared me. Clouds are like bees. I guess I'm just gonna keep guessing. Bees? Oh, I'm a bees. That wasn't shocking, that was a migraine. I don't know what do these things look like bees? 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is he, by the way, right now? Could use some help. You can get shocked. Go. Ow! Now I'm on fire. Ow! Ah! It just keeps getting worse. I'm incinerated. Wait a minute. No. None of these look like my signs. These are all triangles and a thing. I don't know what to do. I don't know what the bee thing means. What else am I doing besides the bees? This is, but I want to do it. I've already forgotten all the combinations I've tried. Just go in a circle. Have I ended on that one yet? Maybe I'll drown suddenly. Ow! You broke my back and you put me on fire. Thanks. It just seems to be liking to put me on fire now. Oh, well. Can I relight that one? Well, I gotta get shot again or whatever. And burn me! Ah! A clove. Heart of chest. Left of chest. Last one. Don't hurt me. Ow! What the hell? That would just hurt my head. Is there more than one of these places? Because it does say 5th combination. 5th encrypted combination. Try again. If this one lights me on fire, then it's doing a random punishment. If it does the head thing again, that means it's a certain thing it's doing. Ah, fire is random. It's random. Help. These aren't the sewers I'm looking for. Jesus Christ! Nope, 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 help, run away, nope, fuck. I just got beat up so much, stop it, please. Let me run. Let me run. Oh my god. That scared the frick out of me, dog, I know. Oh man. Maybe I should try the other way around. No, I don't know. Wait, was it right of the chest facing the chest or right of the chest looking away from the chest?
Prepare for your final lesson.
Final? But...
someone help me.
So, even the Nilfgaard.
Damn it, everything's locked.
Your Excellency
Help me.
knows well that our hosts are libertines and eccentric. Which are
Help.
interesting.
Are you wearing words? Yeah, you want to do.
My dear Counselor, northern business should truly remain northern.
Ah.
Excuse the Shillard's presence.
Mushrooms.
Forgive me, Excellency, but I must disagree.
The absence of certain people is telling. The absence of others.
Where was that place I had that had the one little this when we came in? I'm confused. Help. Where did we even come from? Where do we go? Where did I go? Oh. Back over here. Yeah! I'm in chapter 3. I don't want that. Why is my nose so itchy? Again. Where am I? What?
Hey! Watch it!
I don't think I'm meant to be cat! Igor. Hi, Igor.
Die!
Sorry, Igor. Your friend tried to attack me first.
Say goodbye to life!
I will gladly say goodbye to life. Oh. I don't care, it's gonna bring me back here. I don't want to have killed the cat. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't mean for that to happen. Oh shit. That hurt. Okay, where the hell am I going? Help. Okay. Let me go back. Or this way. Did I come this way? I feel like I came this way. Hey, there's 2 guards here. Arrest me, please. Well, you're not gonna arrest me, you're just gonna protect me. Nope, can't fall. Sorry, people. I came from here. Okay, good. No! Don't go that way,
Your
fellas.
very existence is an insult to the gods. Welcome.
Alright. My dogs. I'll never hurt you, I swear. The cat.
Renounce magic, I tell you!
Oh boy.
Prepare for your final lesson.
Final? But
I'll have no...
There you are. Ah, you had to land on me.
You stay.
There you go. Damn it, heal. I'm using the right sword, don't I? I am. I feel like firing these guys. Minimal damage. Ah, forgot they float. Roll away! Okay. That's...
My medallion.
Okay, what is the medallion specifically? It's making that light up, and that's it. Okay. 5th encrypted rune combination. Devere Temento. Clouds are like bees when bells ring. Hey! Can I interact with this at all? No. Alright, let me do the thing you said. But let me switch up these two. Alright. Burn, shocking, headache, what is it? Ah, shocking! Shocking that somehow makes me bleed. Wait, what? Okay, well let me read the... Let me redo this, and then I'll... That's the 5 looking one. Okay. Pardon me. Ow! Okay, that's the 5 looking one. 7 looking one. Is this the 7 looking one? Yeah, okay, 7 looking one. Arrow 1, then TV. Got it. This one. Ow! Extinguish! No, I meant to extinguish me, but okay. Damn. Alright, well I've done that one already, so... Anybody else think to tell me? Possibly. Maybe it's number of lines? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. I don't know. Shock me again. Get it over with. Ow! I was just bleeding out. Runes are animal, sky, death, and time. Where do they appear in his order of touch? Okay. Ow! My freaking knee. Okay. So, is it... Well, there's clouds of sky, bees, animals, and bell is time, so death, animal, sky, time. But what is which? I don't... Is that time? Is that time? What time? I don't... I have no runes. Okay, let me try to the arrow. Arrow. 5. City. Am I giving you a heartbeat again? Ow! the animal one. That's the time one. That's the sky. That's the death. So we wanted it to be death, sky, animal, time. Hey! Look at that! Could have sworn I did that at some point, but no.
You hold the sword of Aramil, who defied his king's rule. The Lord of the Wild Hunt desires the gene of the Elder Blood. He seeks to fling open the gates between the worlds so that terror and destruction may reign. The King of the Hunt ordered me slain, and the wraiths born of his command assumed living form, pursuing me through the voids between the worlds for centuries. I have arrived at Loch Muin. Though tired, I know I will not rest. The riders of the hunt draw near. On my back, I can feel their deathly breath.
No, his eyes just look like that. Cool, that serves some purpose, right? Okay, no one attack me. I'm running away. Alright, now how the frick do I get to what's her name? Can I just go through here? Why not? Duck, duck, duck.
Constable John Natalis.
Interrex John Natalis.
Kitty? Kitty, I won't kill you this time, I swear. I feel so bad for that. I didn't mean to kill the cat. Hi, dog.
Renault!
Ah, hello. You okay? You okay? What's this way? Can I go this way?
Oh, I'm so annoyed.
Good.
Oh, I'm so annoyed.
Potato man.
Nothing special.
I'm just gonna kill you guys. Thank you. That way.
Hey!
What? Ah, what do you have a key on you? Ooh, you have a ring. Look at that. Ah, neither of you have a key. Great. Killed you for nothing. But I don't know how to get there. Okay, so these guys are in here. Is there anyone here? I had a puppy in the way. Oh, didn't mean to kick him. I can push the puppy. I can push the puppy. So they're in there. Then the people I want to avoid. Some other people. More people. How do I get the key? Also, you guys don't care about me? Okay, let's just lock them. How do I get the key? Is this the door I went into? Oh, that's the three things. That's why that guy wanted to kill me. This is where the cat is! Okay, come here there. Watch it! Come here and avoid the cat. We do not kill cats in this house. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sorry. Kitty!
I'll rip your guts out!
Multiple kitties! Oh no! You have more of a risk. They know my weakness.
Die!
How many more of you are there? Will you now? I don't think
Go
so.
to Media!
Kidding.
For the kingdom! Go to Media!
We good? We good, kitties? Kitties live? You don't have meals for a few days? Oh, you definitely had. What the fuck is that? Hey, the kitties! What the fuck is it? Ooh. I'm in here now. What's this? Oh. Cool. What is making that? Did you just gallop like a horse? Is there a reason to come in here? At all? Hello? More cats. Huh. Huh. Okay. Stuff. No! Too much stuff. Okay. Oh, you things are junk. I could sell you, but you know, we'll still drop you. I'm gonna make some potions. Okay, let's see. Wait, what? What traps am I carrying? I have no idea. Those aren't traps. There you go. I have a claw. That's it. I just dropped one thing. I'm never gonna wear enough Guardian pants. Are you guys people, or are you just... you're just sort of... Nothing in here that's important at all. That's no. Okay. No reason to be in here. What's up? Wrong guards to get trapped. Yes, I understand you're doing the whooshy whoosh. Kitties, my friends. How you two doing? You good? Okay. Any here? Meow. Oh, some friends. How about you? Oh, he also had. Alright, thank you, kitty. Okay, bye, kitties. Enjoy your new home. Okay. You're not a door that's accessible. I don't know where to go. Wait a minute. Yes, you forgot how to access the sewers. Is there a map of down here? There's a shop down here? What? I don't see you. Nope, I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe. I'm iffy on that because it's off the map a bit. No, you again. Nope. Goodbye. crap. Where do I want to go? Oh, get out of my way, lady. No. No, thank you, please. Thank you. Way. Oh, the direct opposite way I'm going now. Cool. Didn't I just come from this? I don't understand how I did that and okay. Ow. Wing's gone. Ah, more of them. Get me away. Okay, this is the way we went for the other people. Because then we went that way. Okay. But if I go the same way, yeah, that's... Yeah, no, going through the sewers does nothing. I can't reach where I want to go. This is through here, which I highly doubt. It's not, because we've been here. Why is this even on the map still? Why are you doing that again? What? Orange? I don't want that. Anyways. Could I go up here? Is there a way to trigger the thing to make me be like, you want to go to the surface again? Because I would love to go to the surface again. No. No, I'm just down here. Sewers I can think of. How would I get guards' attention? Sort of way. Bad things.
Freak! Welcome.
What were you two doing? Just now.
Oh, be damned.
Excuse me, I'll leave. Thanks.
Oh, be damned.
Hey! Watch it!
Slams the door on his friend. Can't talk to either of you. Where was I talking to that group?
Renounce magic, I tell you!
Shut up.
I remember.
No, you guys.
Constable John Matalis.
Witcher, interesting.
Sure.
Nice place. Has character, tradition. You're not bothered by all the blood that was shed here?
Thaned was also built by the elves. I know Loch Muin's history. We will return it to its former glory.
I'd like to see that.
We're merely waiting for the treaty to be signed. The new council must act lawfully from the start.
Why aren't you restoring your palaces on Thanet Island?
Only the Academy at Aretusa Palace continues to operate there. The other palaces can't be restored. The magical resonance is too great. Besides, Loch Muin has greater potential. It's full of ley lines and natural sources of the power. This city positively vibrates with magic.
Then I'm glad it'll be in the charge of such experienced and responsible people. Consider my fears eased. The previous council ended tragically. You think this one will fare any better?
I certainly hope so. We'll start by implementing meticulous internal controls, peer reviews and such.
You'll spy on each other? That's nothing new.
It's necessary. Lack of oversight, that's what caused all the previous organization's failures.
You mean it wasn't excess ambition and lust for power? Live and learn, I guess.
So, even the Nilfgaardians have graced us with their presence.
Your Excellency knows well.
This candidacy is a message.
Prepare
Stop
for your final
treating us
lesson.
like a victim. Final? We're dangerous and armed.
I'll
with the
have
authority
no
of the
discussion.
victor from Brenna
this
behind
will be
us.
a practical
Whatever
object
the
lesson.
case,
You learn what a sorceress can never agree to under any circumstances.
I know, dog, me too. Where am I meant to go? How would I get the guard's attention?
Nothing special.
Hey! Arrest me! What's this? Ah! Now I'm in the sewers. Alright. What's that? What is that? Oh, thank you.
Damn it!
I like the effect that like when it gets like a wall or something, it makes like a bright, a lot more, but it made like a bright thing. Sure. I wish to clap. Roll through the mud, Can I jump down from here, please? Thank you. And I climbed. And now I pipe. Somebody dead. Well, if you're tired, you should go to sleep. Do not fight your eyeballs. Ah!
Your Majesty.
I've waited long for this meeting. You left Redania so suddenly I had no chance to give you the send-off you so richly deserved.
Your Majesty, I fail to understand why I have been arrested. I've done nothing but serve Redania's interests, supporting the rebellion, undermining Henselt, risking my own reputation on your behalf.
I'm no longer the little boy who believed your every word.
Why do you do this, Radovid? I was there at your most trying hours. Without me, you would not be the man you are.
Your neck is falling apart.
I don't understand.
You understand very
All
well.
character models on their necks.
You conspired against my father Vizimir, and against me. The entire Redanian court once trembled in fear of Philippa Eilhart.
Untrue, sire. You must let me explain. What are your charges, Your Majesty?
Ambassador.
Triss Merigold was kind enough to compile a list of persons making up the secret society known as the Lodge of Sorceresses. Some Nilfgaardian sorceresses were members as well, but you need not be bothered with them, my lady.
Triss, you're mad!
The Lodge ordered Demaven killed. It ordered Foltest killed. I suspect you played a part in my father's death. And if I released you from the Dimeritium, you'd kill me too. You're finished, Eilhart. There will be a trial, due process. Everything as it should be. But know that you shall not wriggle out of this. You shall be convicted of conspiracy, treason, and regicide. They'll rip your flesh from you in bits before they burn you at the stake. Throughout my childhood, I felt your cold stare on the back of my neck. When I issued orders, my subjects would search with their eyes for Philippa Eilhart's gesture of consent. The entire court at Tretogor looked on as you humiliated me. All Redania laughed behind my back. You taught me to look everyone in the eye. Forced them to lower their gaze, do you remember? A king must never show weakness, uncertainty, you said. I've mastered that skill. Yet there is one I could never force to submit. You. You've one chance to shorten your suffering. Admit to everything, here and now in the Ambassador's presence. Look me in the eye and repent. Submit. As you wish. Torturer, put out those vile eyes.
You're making a grave error, sire.
She's suddenly very close to us, oh my god. Jeez. Okay. Great, now she's blind.
We will talk again, witch.
Can you not bleed out from your eye holes?
The Philippa Eilhart problem has...
Intruder! Get him!
I kill you.
Long live the Emperor!
You're just in here with this man. There's my wife. Don't knock him out! He can't answer you.
You're not easy to find.
Look what they did to me.
Sorry.
Radovid. To think I taught him magic tricks when he was just a boy. Free me, Geralt. I have to get out of here. Do you hear me? Help me!
You'll answer a few questions first.
I was gonna say, explain yourself.
Where's Saskia?
When I was arrested, she was with Sheila. They must be on their way to the deliberations by now.
What spell?
How does the spell work?
Saskia's will and mine are one. She cannot resist me.
She's not even denying
But
it.
fear not. There's no suffering involved. She merely believes me to be the most wonderful person in the world. As if she were in love.
Hence the pedal.
You know what's most beautiful? In spite of all this, she seems unchanged. She's retained her charm, her valor, her honor.
Why are your eye sockets open? And by that, I mean I can see your eyelashes up. Like, I would be closing my eyelids. Try to prevent some more blood loss or something.
I didn't track you alone. Yorvith can't wait to see you again.
My death would change little. Yorvith and all like him have no right to judge others.
Was Shillard telling the truth about the Lodge, the assassinations?
He said exactly what Radovid wanted to hear. Half-truths, musings stripped of context, which differ very little from lies.
Did Triss take part in all this?
She's clean in those terms. Innocent as a child, but only to a point. I assure you, she has not been honest with you about many other matters.
Why did all this happen? Murdering monarchs, what interests did it serve? I can't fathom.
Help me get out of here and I'll explain all and lift the spell from Saskia. Take these shackles off me and lead me to my house. I beg you. I'll tell you everything.
Can't you teleport?
Everything.
Clock's ticking. Time is of the essence.
Why do you do this? Would you take vengeance on a blind woman?
Shillard said they've got Triss. I have to free her before they put out her eyes too.
Going to the Nilfgaardian camp is suicide.
And leaving a friend is villainy.
Only I know how to break the spell that holds Saskia. Get me out of here. If I die, she'll remain forever spellbound.
I have to save Triss, I'm sorry.
Saskia will remain an enslaved monster through your wickedness. You deserve to die.
Even if you reach Triss, you will not free her.
Sure I will. I'll trade Shillard for her.
And what will Yorvith say when he learns you abandoned Saskia?
You worry about what he'll do to you. I doubt he'll see your blindness as sufficient punishment.
Do you think Marigold's innocent?
You have no right to judge her. Goodbye, Eilhart.
Tell my wife. Are we walking like this the
Move
entire
your
way?
ass, Excellency.
This is preposterous. What do you aim to achieve?
I want to see Triss. How did you get in here?
Put that sword down.
Oh.
Only after I cut your throat. The choice is yours.
I know of a tunnel.
Then you can be my guide.
Down here? Tunnel? Not tunnel at all. Hey guide, talk to me. Help. I'm going to assume back to the sewers. God, we can't go any faster than this. Oh, I thought it was gonna fade away to another scene, and I was about to say thank you, but no. Hey, rat. Hey, Micah.
It's the tunnel to the left.
Got it.
Make an exceptional guide. Go.
Okay, get your feet wet. Diffused. Stop.
One false move and your ambassador will never see Nilfgaard's son again.
My men won't let you leave here alive.
Back it up,
They
buddy.
will if you ask
You are
them
not
to,
aimed at me at all.
Excellency, and I believe you will.
Reynold Ep Madsen's orders come from the Emperor himself. He'd rather die than give you Marigold.
That's
Then
what's
he'll
gonna happen.
die.
No, mark my words. You will. Unless you release me. It's not too late.
No.
You're boring me. Pick up the pace.
Why
my
do
wife
you
back.
care for that sorceress so
She's my
much?
wife.
Go.
Are you in love with her? A poor
going.
choice,
I don't
even
come
for
back
you.
That cuts no ice with me.
Oh, you're right.
Out of the way, all of you, or the old man dies.
Hold there!
I'm not joking.
I know. And I advise you not to hesitate. Kill him. For we shan't move one bit.
Renoir!
He who brings me the Witcher's head will get the Order of Merit.
But Ambassador Fitz-Estellen.
Your Excellency. Orders from the capital.
Yep, alright.
Now I'll have to kill you all.
What are you waiting for? Get him!
For Nilfgaard!
Why am I suddenly in a tunnel?
Die, Nordling!
Die already! Your turn, buddy. Just wait your turn. Where'd you go, dude? I'm getting my wife back. Wait a minute. What? Okay, I need a key though. One of you has the key. No?
The gate's closed. There must be another way in.
I climb. Climbing. Climbing. Thank you. Hi.
For the Emperor!
I should do that, yes. I can do it now, no? Now? Now? Now, 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 now. Throw that away. Now. 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 Let me do it! Now. Now. Now, 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 now. Let me back down. Haha. Might as well. Glug, glug, glug. Power's good. You okay, buddy? There we go. Back up. Let's see. Okay, what's one? I do not. I think the one I have is in the... What's it called? The, storage. Don't need you. Don't need you. I'm going up here. Down I go. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, it's a person! Cool. I'm getting my wife back. Yep. Fight me! All of you, fight me!
Did you really think you could just prance in here?
Yes, fight me.
Make the Emperor proud! Kill him!
Fight me.
For the Emperor!
He's dead, isn't he?
Long live the Emperor!
The Imperial Army's ranks are endless!
Well, I'm endless too. Flag. Flag. dragons.
the Emperor!
You guys don't explode.
For the Emperor!
Why don't you come down here and fight me?
Stubborn beast.
Come here, you.
Long live the Emperor!
How many more of you up there? Nope, none. Up left there. Left up. And you in the bushes.
Die, Nordling!
Where's my wife?
Congratulations, Witcher. They were my best men.
No, that's enough. Choose better ones next time. I want to say that, but
Free Triss, or join them.
You amaze me. How can you risk your life for a witch?
She's my witch. Oh, I didn't need her.
She has information that's very important to me.
That's a lie. I love her.
Ah, that I understand. You're exceptionally reasonable for a Nordling.
Thanks. It means a lot to hear you say that.
It should. Because I, in turn, have information about her, which you may find interesting.
What are you talking about?
Your friend and the other witches conspired against your rulers.
Oh, what's her name said that wasn't true.
You lie.
You think it impossible?
Triss was loyal to the crown.
You're a fool. That's what happens when tits take over a man's mind.
I don't believe you.
That's irrelevant at this point. During our chat, my people managed to regroup, call for reinforcements.
Maybe now they'll start fighting like men.
Time to show you the Empire's true power. Surround him!
Hey, whoa, whoa!
Menin Ada Thea.
Oh, now I gotta write pages. Ha! Page down.
Long live the Emperor!
I mean, these guys are also the ones that believe I killed the king, right?
On Nilfgaard!
Shame to the Empire! Shield bearers, forward!
Wait your turn. Temeria? Only Temeria believes I killed her.
I failed you.
Taste our steel!
Excuse me, I didn't touch your body, thanks. Bye. Ah! Oh, it's better. What's better, rare or epic? I feel like rare would be better. Maybe. I don't know. I'll put it on though. I never use traps anyways. No, you're still alive. Hi.
For the Emperor!
Bye. Stop it. Triss! You down here, Triss? My love! Triss, you have your eyeballs. Yay!
Geralt?
Why are you surprised?
Didn't expect to see me.
Are you kidding? The only person you expect to see in a Nilfgaardian dungeon is the executioner.
Did they torture you?
They tried various things, but they got nothing from me.
I traveled half the world to find you.
I know it was hard on you. I'll never forget this, you hear? Never.
Couldn't you ask your friends from the Lodge for help?
How do you know of the Lodge?
I just do. Listen, Triss, there's a lot happening in Lochmuin, and it's all happening fast. The fact that I'm here means I'm not helping Yorvith, and I abandoned Saskia.
You chose me.
Yes.
In some sense, yes. I fought my way through the Nilfgaardian camp to learn why you lied to me.
That's not true.
I know about the Lodge. I know the Lodge was behind Demavend's assassination. I know Triss Merigold is a member of the Lodge.
It's not like that.
Show me the error in my reasoning.
True. I'm a member of the Lodge. Just like 8 other sorceresses. But if you think I'm responsible for the Lodge's actions, you're badly mistaken. The Lodge is a theater for 2 actresses. Sheila and Philippa have long dominated it.
To the point where you didn't know about the murder they planned?
To the point where I was no longer invited to gatherings.
Why?
They stopped trusting me.
Because you didn't agree with them?
9 women very rarely agree on anything. The actual problem was that...
Tell me.
I was close to you.
That's a lot of words.
If Sheila fears anyone, it's Geralt of Rivia. The Lodge did everything to convince me that our relationship didn't bother them, even that it suited them. But they manipulated me. Through me, they fed you select information. Depending on the circumstances, they twisted facts.
We're still close. They could still be doing it.
Don't insult me.
Calm down, Triss. Reynold Ep Matson claimed otherwise, but I'll always take your word over that of some Nilfgaardian lowlifes. Now, you'll tell me everything you know. I need to learn the truth.
All existing councils of mages disintegrated after the Thaned massacre. We all acted separately. Philippa decided to create a new organization, a secret one this time. When I was sworn in, it never crossed my mind that the Lodge's plans would soon become secret to its members. As you know, Philippa's not one for minor undertakings.
I saved Triss.
She presented a plan for creating a powerful state controlled by sorceresses.
Well, actually, Saska's not gonna know the wiser.
The best laid schemes of mages and men.
Philippa and Sheila never lacked ideas or enthusiasm. To control a powerful state, they needed to create one first. Or find a wealthy land with a suitable political arrangement and an easily manipulated ruler. Sheila chose the Pontar Valley, Demavend, and Stennis.
I'd choose the same if I were her. Demavend didn't have a network of spies anywhere near as good as Henselt's or Radovid's.
Nor could he count on the loyalty of such men as our dear Vernon Roche. At one of our meetings, I just asked how they imagined overthrowing Demavend. That was the last time I was invited. After Demavend's death, I became suspicious but had no evidence. Philippa brushed me off. When you went off to meet Yorvith and Sheila was busy with the Karen's carcass, I managed to scan parts of her megascope. That's when I learned that Sheila had dealings with Letho.
Why didn't you tell me?
I wanted to, but we never met after that. Letho must have shadowed me when I entered Sheila's room. Then he forced me to teleport us to somewhere near Vergen.
Did you talk to him?
He wasn't aggressive. In Vergen, he told me that Sheila commissioned them to assassinate Demavend. Them being the Witchers of the School of the Viper. Sheila helped them prepare the assassination.
I wonder why he told you about it.
Is that important?
Conspirators who suddenly divulge everything? I'd be suspicious.
There was some interference as we teleported to Aedirn. I emerged intact, but pretty battered.
I met the troll who fell in love with you.
He saved me, tended to my wounds. But when he started treating me like a caged canary, I fled. I knew Philippa was in the area. I decided to go see her and lay my cards on the table.
Maybe Letho wanted just that.
I met a woman at Philippa's house. Thought she was just a servant or Philippa's lover. Before I could speak, I was overpowered by spells.
So, Cynthia?
I hardly expected an attack. The pain I felt as my body was compressed. It's indescribable. As if all my bones were being broken. It's even worse when you return to your true form. In any case, Philippa had no idea her lover was a Nilfgaardian spy. I was carried as that figurine all the way to Lochmuin. Asira decompressed me back just before they murdered her. Shillard interrogated me but learned nothing. If it wasn't for you, they'd have had me quartered. I didn't piece the puzzle together until I was here, in the dungeon. Now you know everything.
Who had Foltest assassinated?
I have no idea. Perhaps after Demoven's successful assassination, Sheila and Philippa decided to take the next step.
I'm assuming
That would be stupid.
whatever his
Killing
name is,
Demoven was a way to take control of the Pontar Valley.
was the
People would
opening
forget the regicide in a year, and the Lodge could put its plan in motion. They had to know that if Foltest died, men like Roach wouldn't rest until they learned why that had happened.
One thing is certain. Letho killed Foltest.
Yeah, I was there.
And Sheila was working with Letho.
Did Saskia know the Lodge's plans?
She didn't even know the Lodge existed. Philippa told her that the sorceresses would support an independent state
Why
in
don't
the
we have time to
Pontar
go help
Valley.
Saskia?
No strings attached. A fairy tale, but Saskia bought it. Saskia backed Philippa, and the people backed Saskia.
Philippa controlled Saskia with her spells.
Figures. The woman's a control freak.
She miscalculated by coming to Loch Muin. Radovid had her imprisoned and then blinded.
That's impossible.
I was
What do you mean
there.
impossible? Why would it be impossible?
Ever find out what Sheila was actually doing in Flotsam? I find it hard to believe she went there just to kill a monster and earn a few orans.
You're right, of course. It had something to do with Letho and the Scoia'tael.
What did she want from Yorvith?
The Scoia'tael were Saskia's trump card. I expect Sheila needed to know what the elves would do, given that a war with Henselt was practically inevitable.
So I'm trying to fix my keyboard.
That'll have to do for now.
We'll learn more at the talks.
You're going to attend?
You have no memory of how the world worked before the Thanid massacre.
Actually, I know exactly how it worked.
That means...
We'll talk about my memory later.
All right. If the Council and Conclave still existed, kings wouldn't be assassinated and massacres would be less frequent. This is our chance to restore these institutions, and we shouldn't miss it. Normalizing relations between the rulers and the mages who advise them is our only chance for peace.
And our only chance to dismantle the Lodge.
The Lodge will disintegrate anyway. Once the kings learn it was behind the assassinations, they'll start a witch hunt. We can prevent that from happening. I'm all for punishing the guilty, but can't abide collective responsibility. I'm ready to go and reveal everything I know about Philippa Eilhart, Sheila de Tanserville, and their schemes.
Let's go then.
Come along, my love. We were in there a while. Hurry! This way, apparently. No? Coming? You walking like we're having a leisurely time. Come on. Catch up.
Those Nilfgaardians, that's your work?
They followed their leader too blindly.
You killed them all?
Yeah.
They didn't slaughter themselves.
Be proud of me. How the hell did I get here? Yeah, we're not going back that way. Back up, sorry. The door! That might work. Door. Right, because I came through there. No, I didn't. No, I fought over here and then. Tris. Come on, Tris. This way. Follow me. We go to the sewers again, possibly. No, we don't. We go over here. What? Oh. It's the door that I. Aha! This is. Tris.
We shouldn't arrive at the same time. Let's split up.
Why not?
Triss,
Yes?
that was some mess. I wouldn't want to see you hurt like that again.
Meaning, please don't leave
Don't
me
worry,
again.
I'll manage. See you at the talks.
All right.
Nothing special.
Let's do an actual save. What time is it? I got half an hour. Duck. She's in shock from what? She didn't seem shocked.
Renounce magic!
Shut up! You! Who are you? Hey, Triss. You already entered?
In a hurry to get to the deliberations.
Has Saskia spoken yet?
That
They just
Ooh,
wanted
I
to free
skipped it by
Vergen.
accident, I swear.
Free Vergen? To hell with a lot of you!
I hit the wrong button by accident, I'm sorry.
Freedom. A magic word. It can replace nourishment, inspire the masses to fight. Those who cry freedom can perform miracles.
Jeez.
Stennis underestimated the meaning of freedom when he poured poison into the mouth of one who spoke that word earnestly. Aedirn has no king. It has no ruler. Instead, it has famine, disease, bandits, and poverty. The fight for freedom is always good, but then rulers must be chosen and it all starts again.
My brain was telling me I gotta stop at 10. I don't
Yet the free are joyful, even if a bit hungry.
Although if we somehow finish this chapter within the next half hour, I will end it because I want to keep the chapter myself. Again.
Good that you're here. We don't have much time.
Seems like we never do.
First, we have to get by the guards.
Leave that to me.
Be careful.
I'm always careful.
Forget I said that. Because I'm not. Always careful. La la la. Oh, it just says defeat the soldiers. Alrighty. Hey, fellas.
The Kingslayer! Get him!
We're just running like leather time. I win.
Might have tried to reason with them.
No.
Easier this way. Trust me.
Path's clear. Can we go?
Yeah, let's go.
Everything will be revealed at last.
Whether you like it or not, John Natalis, Temeria will be divided.
For the good of the entire North.
The united forces of Kaedwen and Redania will end the fighting among the Elder Houses and secure peace from Gorsvelen to Elendar.
At present, Temeria is starting to resemble the Pontar Valley.
Which, if I understand correctly, is currently controlled by Aedirn.
You are mistaken, Radovid. Vergen is free.
Free? What precisely does that mean?
Lormark is not Kaedwen's, and Aedirn no longer controls Upper Aedirn. We have rejected Prince Stennis.
So I heard.
And handed King Henselt's army a resounding defeat.
Your forces, my dear lass, are nothing but a motley array of rebellious peasants and elven brigands. Sooner or later, they will need to swear allegiance to someone, or they will be defeated and dispersed.
The peoples of the Pontar Valley will swear allegiance to me, Queen Saskia. As an independent realm, we hereby speak in favor of reconstituting the Council and Conclave.
You're a lovely girl, but you issue from common stock. The sole crown you are worthy of donning is a wreath woven of wildflowers. Redania will recognize no other coronation.
I use my dragon
In that case, you must choose King
like,
Radovid.
hey, I'm a dragon.
Will you carve up
Do what I say.
Temeria, or march on the Pontar Valley? Henselt, last of the line of the unicorns, has sworn to recognize the Pontar Valley as a free realm. Philippa Eilhart witnessed it.
Philippa Eilhart is in my dungeon, awaiting trial for treason.
She was in your dungeon, Radovid, but is no longer. She will sit at my side in Vergen as my royal advisor.
But she is still there. I didn't get her out. Oh, there's supposedly people in the stands. Oh, that's why everyone's talking. They should be quiet, though.
To the matter at hand. The document describing the charter of the Council and the Conclave is, as previously ascertained,
Scylla?
an exact copy of the charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous Conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The Conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the Conclave's interests in mind.
Obviously, sire. The Conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the Northern Kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the Conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tanserville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you shall be allowed to designate advisors to cowherds at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
Sheila de Tanserville should never be allowed to sign this document.
Triss Merigold, you decided to join us after all.
Sorry, she was
De
in a dungeon.
Tanserville has royal blood on her hands. She can't sit on the Conclave.
That is a lie.
Have you anything to support these claims, Merigold?
There are witnesses who will confirm that Sheila de Tanserville was behind the assassinations of Demavend and Foltest.
Officials of the future Council and Conclave. Sheila de Tanserville should be arrested and tried. If Triss Merigold speaks the truth, Lady de Tanserville will be condemned to death.
Oh shit. What? Oh, you guys, hi. That's the Rose people, right?
Sheila de Tanserville, until Triss Merigold's charges are dismissed or refuted, you cannot sit on the Conclave.
Arrest her.
Do you think she's gonna go quietly?
You don't know the whole truth. Merigold doesn't know what she's talking about.
Where'd Saskia go? Where's Saskia? Did she leave? Is that her? Crap, because I saved Triss, Saskia's on their side now? I thought she was with Philippa. I thought Philippa was gonna fix it. Damn it! I've messed everything up.
Geralt, we're trapped. Magic's no good here. I can't get us out. Sheila!
Where are you?
You have to get Sheila!
Oh, they're in there somewhere. Okay, okay. Sorry, Saskia. I gotta kill you. La 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 la. Where is... That's not anyone. Oh, she's up there. Got it. Hey, take out your sword.
Stand back while you can, Witcher.
No. Take your voice out of the audio.
You can't stop me. Not you, not anyone else. If I have to, I will kill you. How do you like my dragon?
It's not yours.
Kill him now!
You're late. I've already managed to stabilize the portal.
You've got nowhere to run. Sooner or later, somebody will find you.
I prefer to leave on my own terms.
Where's Letho?
Sir Sempesis will tend to him, as she will to all the fools who get a hard-on at the mere thought of burning a sorceress at the stake.
Where is he?
I don't know, fool. I've been looking for him since Foltest's assassination. Letho cheated all of us. We were deceived by his dull face and sluggish stare. Don't you understand? The Lodge sought a way to get rid of Demavend, that's true. He was a weak, volatile king. Aedirn would eventually choke to death under his rule. We chose the lesser evil. He had to be eliminated, and Letho happened to be at hand.
Foltest? Henselt?
We had nothing to do with that. After assassinating Demavend, Letho used our gold and magical support to find and meet Yorveth. The elf was to help him hide until the matter blew over, or so I thought. The Lodge did not condemn Foltest to die.
Then who did?
Nilfgaard.
You still ordered someone to die.
Letho is the king of liars and emperor of traitors. From the start, he worked for the glory of the great sun and the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. He lied to everyone. Me, Yorveth, your stupid little Triss, and you.
Why should I believe you?
Got any evidence?
A moment ago, I received a message from the Lodge's agent in Sintra. The Imperial Army is on the move. They're fording the Yaruga now. Do you think the North can defend itself in the current situation? And can you count on another miracle at Brenna?
I don't know, but you made it all possible and you'll answer for that. The stigma of treason is yours for all time.
We shall see. For no one will leave this city alive. No one will tell this story. Philippa controls the dragon. As soon as I disappear, it will turn the city into a flaming tomb. We may have lost a battle, but the war is just beginning. You, however, shall not take part in it. This is your end, Witcher.
We're fighting? What's happening?
Farewell! Something's not right. The diamond! Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed. I'll be torn to bits! Geralt, remove it!
Why would I help her after all of that? What? What? After all of that, she wants me to help her. Fine.
You waited long enough. Should you survive, go south to Nilfgaard,
Did I do good?
where you'll find Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Oh, cool.
Farewell, Witcher.
Sensitive guy. Achievement unlocked. I still have to kill Saskia! Hi. I'm sorry. Ah!
Damn.
Ow! Hurt! Me. I'm sorry, Yorveth. I know she's your friend. Let her down here. I'm not moving anything. I'm just clicking. I'm trying to think because the way what's her name? We done? What's her name said like also what I want her to do. Is it the thinking, or does she actually have to say, "Hey, do this"? Assuming it's she actually has to tell her what to do. Oh shit. What? Help? I am trapped. Oh, I go up. I thought we were going down. Triss. This is not good. Where? Hi. Hello. Why would you put your car away? Ah, my health generator is not. Ow! Don't hit me! Bad dragon. Hey! Whoa! Are you walking along the side of it? Cut up it. Damn it. Oh, ow. Hey, you know, I don't know how to jump. So, you're dodging of that?
Damn it.
So like, let me just kill you. I was gonna say I'm safe under her. Hey, I can burn you too. I can burn too. misery. I gotta put her out of her misery. I'm not just gonna walk away. Some pain, I'm sorry. Sorry. Hang that on your belt. Pretty sure her brain is up here. Not here. No, I already killed her. Achievement unlocked, being Witcher George, and once ain't enough. Well, I got the Let It Live pop up before.
A list of the Lodge's sorceresses. A list of the whores you'll help us find.
I think I messed up. Well, hey, there's you. Uh-oh. She did. She's gonna fall down the stairs, isn't she? Why would you kill the rat? Also, you gave away your positions, you idiots! Sorry, the one guy jumping in fear and she did that. Sorry. I wouldn't think she would survive that, even if she transformed back to human or whatever. But she's in pain. Plus, what's her name's clearly still alive, so she's still under the influence of her. Are you staying in here? So that's the end of chapter 3. Epilogue. Epilogue! Oh, I guess chapter 4 is epilogue. Okay. Well, jeez. What are we doing now? Hi! I'm alive. You're alive.
Are you all right?
More or less.
And the dragon?
I had to kill her.
I'm sorry.
That bitch Eilhart should be the one lying at the bottom of the ravine with a blade in her gut.
Her time will come. We've got evidence.
Tell me, Triss, what's it about? Why the hell make sacrifices, have rules and morality, if pure, untainted whoredom always triumphs in the end?
Not always. If you hadn't stopped Saskia, she'd have burned the city. Dozens would have perished. Then we'd have the inevitable war, brought on by someone's greed or lust for revenge, and hundreds, thousands more would have died. You chose the lesser evil.
I'm tired. Very tired.
Let's get out of here.
I guess Letho got away.
He's waiting for you.
What?
Waiting?
Where the Temerians made camp. Come on.
What do you mean, waiting? How do you know?
Utter chaos broke out after the dragon attacked. I tried to reach Philippa's quarters. A terrified man approached me in one of the alleys, gave me a letter and begged me not to harm him. He said it was for you.
And you read it?
The letter was short. I'm waiting in the Temerian camp. Letho.
What happened here while I was gone?
All the kings had many more armed men than they should have had at a peace summit.
Keep talking. Hurry.
During
hurry,
the evacuation, several skirmishes broke out. The Kedwenis clashed with the Temerians. The Order's knights raped 2 sorceresses and killed those who dared try to help them.
Do you think the Council and Conclave will survive?
Well, they're established, and that's the only thing that prevented a wholesale massacre. Hard to say if they'll survive, but for the time being, no one's got any better ideas. Mages are part of this world, whether people like it or not. They have to have their rights, their place. Otherwise, another lodge will arise.
We good? We done? Okay, I can save now. Alright, so I know it's Thursday and I can go for as long as I want to. I could probably totally finish this in like an hour or so. But I need something for tomorrow. And I still don't know what game I'm gonna play next after this, before the third one. I have to get the third one. I don't know if I've said before, but food? What? I don't know if I've said before, but I don't think I'll be able to play it on my PC. I'm gonna have to rent it for my PS4 and play it on that. So that we don't have to deal with possible slideshow lag. I don't know if I want to do BioShock next, because that's also such a big game. It'll probably be a PS4 game though. I'll figure it out. I'll do the whole poll thing, which if it's up there, disregard that because it's not accurate. But anyways, I'm gonna end the stream here. I don't know how long finding Letho and talking to him and all that will take. But we'll do that tomorrow, and if it takes less than 2 hours, no poll currently? Okay, I'll put one up by tomorrow. For tomorrow. If it takes less than like 2 hours, I'll switch to a different game. Whether it's the game I'm going to be playing after this game, or a different game, I don't know yet. But I will figure that out. So for now, thank you everyone for stopping by, for hanging out, for watching. Hope everyone has a good day, evening, morning, night, afternoon, etc. And I will see you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Where we will hopefully, possibly finish The Witcher 2. So, I feel bad that I had to kill Saskia and Yorva's gonna hate me. Hopefully this button works again. I have a not a control pad thing, literally it's the number pad on the keyboard that I've taped stickers to, that hopefully will stop the stream when I press it.